can tell me, so you've gone through this, you've gone through the withdrawal symptoms. You know, you beat that out, and you're tapering off, like the lure, the attraction from these narcotics to pull you in is starting to, like, I imagine, getting weaker and weaker, and you're starting to develop a sense of identity that's finally outside of, you know, these narcotics. At what point did you realize, I'm done? I think I've won. Is there a point where you realize, okay, you're like out of the gates of hell, I've won, it doesn't influence me anymore? Or is going through something like this a point where you're free from it, but it's a lifelong battle to just stay away from it?
Those are amazing questions. I'm glad you asked those, right? And imagine being diagnosed. We go back to the disease aspect. Being diagnosed with diabetes.
Right.
You know, you always got to keep in mind what your insulin levels are, right? What your sugar intake and uptick is, and the whole 9 yards. You got to take your diabetes medications, right? Or if you have heart disease, you have to take heart medication, right? So that being said, you got to take care of your health at the same time, right? You can't go eat at an all-you-can-eat buffet with greasy food every day with a heart condition and cholesterol, and then expect to just have your medication treat you, right? And then you'll be fine and live a fine and dandy life. No, there's an imminent heart attack coming up. So same thing with this, a disease of addiction, dis-ease. Once you've been in it and you come out of it, like there's a whole, for me, there's a lot of different aspects that I need to maintain.
Right.
Because if for like I just gonna touch upon it, right? Because I had 12-step programs. I've jumped on a couple different modalities that have helped me, right? Plant medicines as well, through that aspect of different journeys. And the three, like when we talk about the physical and the mental, I didn't touch upon. There's also a spiritual side, right? That a lot of people overlook, and I believe that's one of the most important parts of recovery, of like, you know, dealing with that disease of addiction for the rest of your life, is to make sure you're spiritually fit. And subsequently, I'm wearing a shirt that says spiritually fit, right? It just, but it means a lot to me, because that's the only way I've been able to keep the cravings down, right? And to be able to maintain not using drugs, because I work in the downtown east side, so I around it at all times, right? And
that is incredible.
And the disease, it's not me, but it's I do a lot, but I also have a lot of help, right? And I have a community, I have a connection, and that's most of the time with addiction is a disconnect, loneliness, hopelessness, despair, right? Fears, judgments, the negative self-talk, negative self-worth, lack of self-worth. All those things combined, right, will definitely keep somebody down there. But I had a lot of people. Like I said, I got second chances, and a lot of people gave me second chances. And I've been totally blessed with that, right? The 12 steps, different 12-step fellowships helped me, right? And different people, such as yourself too, that never gave up on me, always believed in me, right? My family, good friends. I had a lot, like a full aspect of like all these different people come and help me. Just like they say, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a community to help an addict recover and heal, right? So, and it comes down to making those decisions and the forks in your life. Do I decide to go hang out with this person, or call the dealer, or do I decide to go to a meeting, or decide to pray and meditate and go to the gym, eat healthy, right? Reach out to the right people, keep the right people in my thing. So each decision will lead you on that trajectory. So that's the part of being on top of the disease of addiction, is make-maintaining your spiritual sense, your mental sense, and your physical sense, right? It's a full-pronged program for your, like, you know, self-care.